What's up, ecosystem? Welcome back to ATI Auto Business. It's Thursday, it's noon. That means it's time for Dispatching Live. My name is Jay. We've got top auto logistics video news. We connect retail, wholesale, logistics, and tech, and your auto transport community media since 2017. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We have a big show. We have Michael from Peach Transport. He's with us here. He's in the waiting room. So say hi in the chat, Michael, if you would. And what I want you to do, please do help me. Leave a like, click share, click copy, grab that YouTube link, and send it to a friend. Looks like we might have a big show today, actually. So, what else? Oh, that's Michael. That's Michael. He's with us. I want to do this. I'm going to go ahead and read the waiver. But before I do, please do help me wish a very warm welcome to my co-host. She's here. Is she here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, she's here. What's going on? Hey.
Oh, not much. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Live chat is hopping. Elena's here. Car Hauling with Chip is here. Sergio, Eladio Gomez, Michael of Peach Transport. So here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and I feel like the waiver is in its last hours.
Okay.
But
Cool.
but we're gonna go ahead. Oh, before I got a couple screens before the waiver. As usual, Jay's jumping ahead. Now wait, you can't see that, can you? Let's do this. Let's see. Now you can see that, right? Check, check. And the audio's gonna be changing on me. Ooh. Nadvatsky. Close? Huh? Huh? Oh, Central 5 for dispatchers is here. How cool is that? Devin Richards is here. What's up, Devin? It's like this is like the Dispatching Live Christmas party. And you know what? I will say I do want to say this. I'm excited. You know what today is?
What?
This is show 150 in a row. Well, show 150.
Okay, I was
For
gonna say.
Dispatching Live. Yeah, not in a row. I say that on Tuesdays, but this is show 150.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Well, I know we started even before COVID, so it's been over 3 years. Wow, that's crazy, isn't
Isn't
it?
that crazy? I know. We've missed Thursdays here and there. It's
Right.
always Thursday. It's always noon. It's always an hour plus.
Yeah.
And sometimes I dress up in Halloween costumes. So that's special. Let's see, Michael, this is Peach Transport. You can go to peachtransport.com. I'm going to put the link in the live chat. And we're going to bring in Michael here in about 10 minutes. And
Okay.
then we're going to do some news and stuff. It's be an interesting show.
Cool.
Yeah. And here's where Michael's at. Peach Transport is northeast of Philly.
Okay.
So, a little bit of mappage. You know, it's logistics.
Sweet.
Peach Transport is on YouTube. So, that's Michael. If you missed last week's show, Repo Car Hauling, this show's doing pretty good. I figured it would. There's a lot of interest in what this show is. I'm going to share the link. This is Repo Car Hauling Show. And Rob, you know Rob better than I do.
Yep.
He's an agent. He's a repo agent,
Mm-hmm.
co-owner-ish,
Yes.
and a car hauler. So he does both. And
Sweet.
there are a lot of folks that do both. And then I think there are more folks that might want to look at that because, as we know, how's the trucking industry doing?
Eh.
Man.
Eh. Are you asking me?
I don't know. I'm afraid
Who are we
to.
asking? Everybody?
Yeah. How's the truck industry doing, ladies and gentlemen? Put it in the
I will
live
say
chat.
I've had some better loads this week.
Have you?
Just here and there. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way it works, though. You have like one sweet day and then the next day is crap. So it's like,
One sweet day and the next day is crap. That's one of my favorite albums.
should be our transporter song.
That's right. It's a logistics record. It's a double album. It's dispatching live. All right, here we go. Let's do this thing. Please be aware that the views and analysis provided on Dispatching Live relate to the auto transport industry as a whole and may not relate directly to ATI Auto Business Auto Transport until any affiliates, advertisers, or audience members. That means you. All viewers and participants of this content explicitly waive any rights during this live program, whether voice, chat, comment, video, or audio, and have been advised and encouraged not to say or express any opinions that may relate directly to ATI Auto Business Auto Transport until any affiliates, advertisers, audience members, or any other company or individual, and should not feel like they have the right to do so. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like doing that anymore. I'm over it. It's going to be one of our last. We're gonna turn over a new leaf, Sue.
Okay.
Okay.
It works for me.
Okay. Hey, do you feel a bit strange? That's the Dispatching Live effect. Tell your friends about it. That's not fuel you're smelling. It's Dispatching Live. We are the Auto Transport Community Media since 2017. Pretty cool, pretty special. We wear that badge of honor. And we talk about the whole ecosystem. So if you see people on here that you feel like you don't have anything in common with, don't worry. They're part of the automotive ecosystem, and we're doing that because we're trying to, broaden your horizons. Remember this? See? That's what horizon broadening looks like. Okay, settle down, audience. Jeez. What do you think this is, a Christmas show? We're also the neutral zone. That means brokers are invited here, dispatchers are invited here, dealers, carriers, everybody. All right. We also like to show trucks. Let's see. We've got, okay, so this is Michael of Peach Transport. And he is, let's see, I think we have a truck. Yep. Oh, wow, look at that rainbow. I didn't notice. Look at the rainbow over the car hauler. I think the rainbow over a car hauler, I think that's one of the songs on, what is the album? Sweet Day, Pretty Crappy Tomorrow? We lost her. It happened. She's
Sorry,
working. I know, it's logistics. This is a neat rainbow, though, right?
Say that again.
Do you see the rainbow over the car hauler?
Yeah, I do. That's really cool.
It's pretty cool. Michael sent that. Jay, send we have boots in the chat. Come again? Sorry, Devin just got hit with a 12K, pushed me over to the 40K for the first year. Oh. Were you guys doing your taxes? No. Are you thinking about your tax? No, you're not.
No, probably
not yet. Okay, yeah. Hey, that's another truck. This is a shot Michael sent over.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's bot versus bot in the live chat. I like that. See, where else? What other show can it be versus bot in the live chat? I really don't know. This is another one. Now this is Michael, you've got some splaining to do. I mean, it works. That's great in America. You can't drive that cab in Europe. Or can you? I don't know. Where can't you drive that cab? Let's play that game. Where can't you drive that cab? Okay. Hey, you guys want to see a video? You have to say yes, Sue.
Yes, please.
Okay, good one. Let's see here.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Here's my video. Let's see here. Let's get the sound going. Because you got to have the sound. Oh, you need this. Chinese filling station robot video. Oh, boy. You seeing this?
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff, huh?
That's kind of crazy.
I know it is. I know.
Is there a point to it, though?
Well, that's just... There actually are many questions. I played it again. I had to see it again. I know. It seems kind of really like
Yeah, like you
all
can't
that
get out of your
robot
car.
just for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, how
Like
much
that.
was that robot? Like $1 million?
It seems like one of those like backyard experiments that just to see if you could.
Yeah, because I mean, like, are you so lazy you can't get out of your car and put your own gas in? I mean,
Are they expecting like massive COVID storms? I don't know what's
oh,
going on
I
there. I
never
know,
thought about that.
right?
That could, yeah.
I know that's the problem. Like maybe Bill Gates is on this thing. I don't know. It's there's something really wrong about it. That's
I agree.
right. I'll
That
just play it again. There's no way that this is a good sign. Like I've seen in the backyard. I mean, I've seen the guy like a guy built a backyard roller coaster for his kid, and
well,
meanwhile in China, a guy built a robot
to fill your gas
to
tank.
fill your gas tank.
So what happens when that thing goes haywire and just beats the shit out of the car
Exactly.
too, right?
Starts going
Right
jitterbug.
there.
Have you
Did
seen
see
that
Like
on
boom, 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 boom. Can't get it open.
gas
And
is going everywhere?
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my god.
I mean, I can think of other things to build a robot for, and it isn't filling my tank.
It is really a strange.
Yeah.
And they even had to speed it up because I could hear that somebody spoke Asian, Mandarin, whatever. And so the videos actually speed. So that's the fast version. That robot's not even that fast yet.
Right.
I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
I know. So anyways, all right, that's pretty cool. I know it's pretty cool. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna get some memos, and I can't wait. You want to see the first memo? Hey, did you get the memo? I know everybody got this memo. Carriers must establish a shipper profile to post loads after December 29th.
Yes.
Right?
Love it.
Yeah, and you liked it, right?
I love it.
Yeah, hey. All right. So, Sue, why do you love this?
Well, because I'm so sick of carriers listing cars and half the time they don't pay. They don't have a license, so they shouldn't be doing it anyways. And they've always allowed them to do it. And either they're listening to us or something else happened. But it's finally happening, people.
Well, I'm going to go out on a crazy limb. They're listening to us.
Yeah.
And this is why, like, if you're in the live chat and if you're catching this show live or if you're watching on demand, what you wanted to do me a favor, leave a like, and if they're listening to any show, it's this show. There isn't another. Now I will say this: Facebook groups also get monitored, okay, for different things. And by the way, if you're a carrier and you're saying crazy S in a Facebook group, that's all I'm going to say. But if you have positive feedback and you really want to see a difference get made, watch ATI, comment on Dispatching Live, comment in the live chat, comment below these videos, because positive feedback is happening now. We are being heard, and that's a really good thing. And I want to don't click away. Don't get all uncomfortable on me. We're listening, right? I look for, and then we'll bring in Michael here in a second. And this is why we're bringing Michael in, and this is why we're bringing in interviews on Thursdays, is that it's a full ecosystem. It's not just the CEO guys and they're talking. There's a channel for that. It's just CEOs and stuff. Whatever, that's great. But here on ATI, we let everybody talk, because this is a full ecosystem. That's why this is the neutral zone. That's why brokers are here, and dispatchers are here, and dealers are here. And I will talk to the CEO guys, and I've even had a couple like bridge rebuilding meetings with folks that were kind of chapped by information, and I stated my case. Well, I'm sorry you were chapped, but there was chapping to do. And ATI just happens to chap if you get so used to never receiving a chapping, well, ATI is here to spread the fairness. Anyways, Jay, yeah, good speech. Okay, let's do this. After this, we're bringing in Michael from Peach Transport. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Are you completely stressed out from all the calls and the contracts and the verifications of loads where nobody ever answers the phone? Call Murphy Auto Dispatch Services today. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services has over 15 years in the transport industry. We are your office while you are on the road. We book, we verify, and we bill out your loads for you. We have an excellent accounting staff and an even better dispatch team. Give us a call today at 417-273-0021, or if you want to email me, it's murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Give us a call today.
That's the voice of Sue. She's my co-host. I'm putting her phone number and email address in the live chat right now. You want to go to Murphy Auto Transport Services. I hear you. I see you. We've got Michael in the wings here on center stage on Thursday on Dispatching Live. So if you're looking for a dispatcher, or if you're trying to stay loaded, or if you need to move a load, or you're looking for somebody that just, will give you that extra few minutes to listen before she, drops you off into the abyss of auto transport, talk to Sue at Murphy Auto Transport. How was that? Sue, was that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Before she drops you off into the abyss. Okay.
Hello.
All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. Please do help me wish a very warm welcome to our guest today, Michael of Peach Transport. Can you see me and hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good.
Hi, Michael.
I can see you. I can hear you.
I see.
Michael, you are live on ATI on Dispatching Live. Why don't you do me a favor? Please say hello. Tell us a little bit more about you. We're settling in, and let's see what happens, Michael.
All right. Hello, guys. How are you? Before we get into that old fun stuff, I heard this is a 150th show of yours. I prepared a little special something for you, Jay. I think, and for the dispatch community. We'll see if it works out fine. And I know this is my first time doing this. Jay, if
Nice.
you have
Wow, he's got an ATI hat.
Sweet.
Whoa.
if you remember the words, sing along. This is a little dispatch shanty. Pardon my accent.
Right.
But here we go. There once was a car hauler, you see, he did that flow from me to the on my skills to be his dispatcher of flow.
Yeah.
When the very dispatch comes to bring that money from the carrier around one day, can bring my joint and go. Remember, Jay?
Yes.
I
don't remember the words, but yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes. That was awesome, man.
Awesome.
So, all right, for anybody in the live chat, that's okay. So that was, man, Michael, that's awesome because, yes, it was during COVID and everybody was losing their minds. And there was this meme going around, right? And it was, what was the show? Why was it such a big thing? Or it was an Irish guy with a drum, or right? It was but it was going around. Oh, what do they call that? Like a pirate sailors.
Yeah.
And so I did one, and I wrote the dispatching lyrics, and Michael just performed part of it. Those were my lyrics, weren't they?
Yeah. I was really surprised. I came across your shanty. You're a really creative guy. Besides having a show on YouTube, this was really amazing. And we talked before. You said you were before doing the dispatching. You said you were a stagehand, or like you worked on a movie set.
Yes.
I was wondering how the creative guy like yourself got dragged into dispatching.
So I'll tell you. Okay, that's awesome. And by the way, I was trying to find the video. Do you remember what that video was called?
It was
Anyways, well, if anybody
this
can
I
find,
sent. It was actually
if you can
have
find
a
that
look.
video, put it in the live chat. The one where I'm singing with the drum.
And I'll tell you where I came across it a little bit later on in the show. I'll tell you where I came across it. It was really surprising to me, but yeah, I'll
Yeah.
send you.
Okay. Yeah, I want to know because I can't. There will be. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, all right. So the deal is that I have always been kind of an aspiring filmmaker, and I'm not alone. I mean, look at all the YouTube stars now, right? It's something in everybody. Many people, lots of people. This is why karaoke's a big deal. There's something inside of people that makes them want to create. Okay? That's just my
Create.
belief.
How I view the creative side of individual, that's the most important thing in life. If a
Agreed.
person doesn't feel creative in any way in the life and in the work, really depressing. Well, I myself try to find creative ways to book loads and to transport cars. That's my outflow of creativity. Plus, I'm a small business owner, only with one truck, and that's kind of also helps me to create. So to say.
All right, I like the way exactly. I like the way you ran with that. I totally agree. In fact, when I'm not able to create, if I go too long without creating, I don't feel good. So I learned that a long time ago. I don't know. I was in high school or college, and I was like, okay, that's it. So I quit. I'm the guy, and I think a lot of people do this. They pack it up and they go to a place. Los Angeles, New York City, Nashville. I did it. I went to Los Angeles, and luckily, just really lucky. I mean, I put the word out, and I'm doing this, and a lady at a job where I had been working knew somebody in Los Angeles that worked on film productions. And I talked to her. I got to Los Angeles. I met with her, and that began my career as a production assistant. And that really happened. I worked my way up, sorted. There's not a lot of ladders in Hollywood. So I worked for about 4+ years on film sets, but it felt like 20. Anyways, time passes, life happens, curveballs, this and that. And I was an SEO writer, and that gig fell apart, and that guy knew Beck at Super Dispatch. And so I talked to Beck, and he was like, hey, do you if you got extra time, you looking for work, do you know anything about dispatching?
Beck hired you? You were
Yeah.
working for Beck?
That was over 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
That's how I met Beck. Isn't that cool? Yeah, and I mean, this is when he was working on the mobile app.
Okay. The first BOL.
Yeah.
From paper.
I knew Beck when he was
5 layers. Writing on blue, yellow.
Yeah.
White. Yeah,
Right, exactly. All those colors, exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Does anybody still do BOLs with all those colors?
I think it's a good thing that you got into dispatching and your.
I think so too.
Well, because of all that AI right now, right? Everybody is getting really shaky in film industry. With all the digital films, with all the playwriting and everything, yeah.
Well,
but this is not gonna go away. You can't combine shippers and carriers without somebody in the middle. You can't do it. There's companies who can try. There is a load board, and software companies who can try match this, the shippers and the carriers, but you can't. You have to have a dispatcher. You have to have somebody who,
Hey, Devin. Michael. Devin in the live chat, and I was wondering this too. Now, do you have a microphone setting, Michael?
Do I have microphone?
Do you have any way to turn up your microphone?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's better.
That's better?
Yeah, keep going up. If you can.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No, that's fine, but it's better.
Okay.
And I think, Devin, part of what's going on is that the room you're in, right, has an echo. And the echo is hitting your microphone. Yep. And your microphone is saying, oh, and it's compressing the volume.
Oh, that's bad. Okay.
So I think that's what's happening. Because your microphone is on your computer and not your headset, right?
No, it is on my headset.
Oh, it is good. All right, good. So that is good. And it's actually better than it was. So that's good. So, and thank you for that, Devin. Appreciate that, because I want to make sure you can hear him. And Elena says, yes, there are companies that still do paper BOLs, and then faxing is still going on?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel. This is why John Bloom and I talked about Dumb It Down the app. Yeah, I know. I just want to tell the story real quick. Dumb It Down the app is an app where if you're too technologically savvy and people want you to like be using older technology, you can use this app to add coffee stains and like boot imprints and other kinds of crap on your BOL so they feel like it's the old days.
Cool. What do you think about all the apps that you have to use now to book a load?
Here's the good news. Yeah, what do you guys? You take it away. I keep talking.
So the app for what do you mean?
Anything. Right now, I'm as a driver. I do dispatching myself.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I have to book a load, I have to use some kind of a different app.
Yeah, I think that part sucks.
Everybody wants to track us first of all, right?
Yeah.
You have to download this app. You have to open the app. You have to do that. But that's besides the point. That's fine. Earlier, I used to use only Central Dispatch as my number one go-to, and still do, of course. I think you do as well. 90% of our loads are coming from Central Dispatch. But here and there, now the market is shifting, I guess, and everybody's trying to be a marketplace.
Right.
Yeah, and everybody's trying to use
their own app.
Is it aggravating to you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's aggravating to all the drivers, too, because, if there was just one centralized app like Super Dispatch, everybody would be happy. The problem is every one of those brokers that have their own app think their app is better than the other app. And that's where this all comes in. And it's going to keep happening. I mean, other brokers are constantly adding these apps and nobody wants to use them. We all just want to use one. And who wants to go flip in and out for different apps when you're going to pick up cars? It's a real pain. I agree. Totally.
Yeah, so I think there is an opportunity in the market to combine or have an app that combines everything or combines all the loads and brings them into one.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish there was. I don't know if that will ever happen, only because, like I said, every broker thinks theirs is better than the other ones, and they only want you to use theirs. But, I mean, it used to be when Super Dispatch first came out, or just a few years ago, they had Metro had agreed to let us use Super Dispatch. Now they've taken that away. Cars Arrive used to let us use Super Dispatch, and they took that away. So it's always going to be like this, unfortunately, I think. And I think as you deal with bigger brokers, they're going to have their own app too. It's just going to keep going from here. I'm fairly certain of that.
Jay, I watched that video you did in Used Car Week with Michael something from Montway.
Mike Trudeau. Yeah, that was a good video.
And you guys talked about Mike actually, and I think it's not just Montway, but everybody knows that you have to share the load. And Mike was talking about sharing APIs, which is communication between the applications. Remember? I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, no, I do. And I'm sharing the video link here. And I found the dispatch shanty.
Ah, okay.
Soon may the dispatch come. And I was just reading some of the words in there, pretty good. But on the Mike video, yes. Okay, I want to say this. See, the word is out that there's too many apps. And more companies and individuals and professionals agree. So there will come a day. I don't know how long, and I don't know exactly, but somebody's going to plug all the Christmas tree lights together.
Okay, so
It is going to happen.
This is first, Jay, on your show. How do you say it? You see, I'm an immigrant. Like 90% of car follows, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
They're all immigrants.
Yeah.
I still learning English, and I still don't know everything, all the words, but I'm shy. So, there is I think I sent you a picture. I'm not sure if you shared it, with a dispatch bot. So there is a startup by another, I
I
don't think
did
he's a-
see that. I didn't. I wasn't sure about the gun. You know.
People get
But
triggered by that.
Central Dispatch Bot. All right. What is Central Dispatch Bot?
Can you okay?
What is
I
it?
think that,
Yeah.
okay, also, do you have a logo? Can you share it? You can blur the god, I guess.
Oh, why? Hey, is there a website? Where is Central Dispatch Bot?
Okay.
There is.
All right, fine. Let me describe it a little bit, and then maybe on the next show, or I'll prepare some more images and we can
Okay.
share that. So this is by a person in a different country, actually in Ukraine. A guy, I don't think he ever been to US even. And he's trying to solve problems in car calling from a different country. It's interesting. So you have to use this social app called Telegram. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Yeah. I use Telegram. Yeah.
Ah, okay, good.
Yeah, I've
good.
heard of it.
So in Telegram, you can create automation. So this guy created automation where it pulls loads from central and super dispatch into one place. It's behind the scene. I don't think it's directly connected to the super or central dispatch, but it's really useful. I think right now there's over 100 dispatchers who use it. It charges a little bit of money. I think it's $25 a month. You can get a free month of trial. Stu, I would recommend you try it and you let us know how you think about it. And I believe he's growing. He wants to integrate other apps, pull load from other apps, make it more convenient for dispatchers and carriers. Instead of being less convenient, I think this is app for us.
So I will say, and that I'm interested in AI, and I'm really glad I found dispatching, or that dispatching found me. I think it was that. I think dispatching found me, so that I don't want to get super crazy here, but creating this channel is what I was supposed to do. Because as an aspiring filmmaker, and I tell people this, you got to find a project that hasn't been done. And you can tell that this project was the right project because now other people are doing it. So, having said that, the ATI is my mountain to climb, and I'm climbing it, and there are some things coming out of it. This is more than a TV station, and it's more than just saying it's a community. This is a legit, there is no community like this, because anybody that talks about AI, all the way down to, the guy that just started a car hauling company, all in one bucket called ATI. And that's what we're doing here.
Well,
So,
I know. Yeah.
and there's going to be, I mean, you can see in the live chat, there's going to be disagreements about stuff. And I'm with you. And you know that we've bagged on some companies plenty of times, and I try to do it now in a polite manner. And in fact, I say this, you don't want to be, don't let your crap end up on the load board and we won't show it. What were you going to say?
If there is a gold rush, the best business is to sell shovels, right?
Sell shovel.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
So here's how I view it. Car carriers are trying to get to the goal. The dealers and the shippers, that's the goal, right? And then you have shovel salesmen, that's all the software companies in the middle, right? And they try to sell shovel. Oh, this app is going to be, the best for you. Oh, we're going to solve this problem. But they just sell shovel. That doesn't really help and just encourage the gold rush. That's how I view the middleman.
Well, yeah, I agree. So, right, somebody's setting up a shack on the side of the road during the gold rush, trying to sell the next big shovel. And the damn thing, breaks when you try to use it or whatever. But the central dispatch, the central dispatch bot idea, I think is a great idea. Because it's another version of evolution of what I think is inevitable. That's why I like AI and software. It's inevitable.
There is a need for that. The software companies that are out there, they just giving out what's the lip service that they are here for the carrier, and the carrier is our customer. And we care about the carrier, but by their behavior and what they implement in their software, you can't really match the two. For instance, you have super dispatch. Yes, the billing is helpful. Thank you for the billing. But let's say the rating system. Now they rate the amount of times I cancel the load. But the canceling the load is actually part of the business. For instance, I need to fill a spot, right? I'm going to grab whatever is available. I got this car, it's 2 hours away from my route. I have to go 2 hours one way, 2 hours the other way. Fine, whatever. I didn't have any other option. But now I'm going to get a car that is on my route, which is $100 more. Of course, I'm going to cancel the other car, which is 2 hours away. If the car 2 hours away would give me a good rate, I'm not going to cancel. But canceling and getting better loads is part of the business. And now Super Dispatch saying, well, no, we're going to have to rate you on this. There's no way helping the carrier.
I think that's awesome feedback. I'm going to give you an applause button, and I'm going to tell you why. And it represents what this channel is about, is that there's somebody that's going to feel chapped that you said that. But I'm glad you said it, because there's truth to it. And here's the deal. Do you know why I don't ship cars? Man, I could set up a brokerage, but you know why I don't? Because I'm focused on the content and the community. And in business, you got to focus on stuff. You can't do everything. Find the stuff you're going to stay focused on and make it great. You can't do everything.
No, I can give another little bit feedback that would actually, I think, would help carriers and dispatchers. Collect data on a past price, and then have a rolling average daily or weekly price per mile. And then if the broker or the shipper posts a load which is below that average price highlighted in red, and would say this broker or this dealer posts loads below market rate. They lowball market in red. So next time I'm going to book the whatever, I'm looking for a load. I'll see the dealer, and he has low score because he underbid the average price. That will be helpful. And then the dealers who post loads on a average or higher than average, market in green or different color. So I see this is a good this is a good broker. This is a good dealer. What do you think about that?
Sue, what do you think about that? Did you catch what he was saying?
No, I couldn't hear all of it. It's real light for me.
It is right. It's really light. Okay. So, well, here's the takeaway.
Recap from it. There we go.
You know, well, and I think part of it's the echo of the room, and that happens. I mean, these things happen. So, we need to find a way. We need to find a way to, and I will tell you, the fact that I also don't develop software. I've had people ask me, "Hey, you want to like work with me and develop software?" No. I can't. I got to stay focused on content and community.
Right.
Right?
Right.
There's all kinds of crap I could continue doing, but it wouldn't allow me to focus. And I point this out because I think that we all need to look at what are we focused on and what are we wasting time on.
Right.
And what are we doing that somebody else is already doing? Right? This is actually why we now have 4 kajillion apps.
Yeah, there
and
you
there
go.
are plenty of companies. Stop doing that. You don't need to do that. I know that you think you need to do that for your shipper, and I know that you want to control the data, and I know there's many other aspects. But at this point, then you need to dig a moat. Here's what we're going to do internally, but when it comes to externally, the car hauler, the guy picking up loads, the thing that we say we do so well, which we've contracted out, let that guy use the app he wants to use.
Right.
Just let him.
Yeah. As long as you're using something.
and we all know there's software and APIs. You can build an adapter and plug into that software. It's called an API. I'm not even a software guy, but I'll tell you what, I can help you Google it. So, your ideas, I don't know where you put those ideas so they get in front of a software person, but I want to help. Is there anybody to give that information to?
ATI, this is the public channel. Here you go, Jay.
Well, so, all right, so here's what happens. All right. This is the hard part. It needs to be written down so that it can be sent or shared. So take that idea, do me a favor. In the comments below this video, try to write that idea so I can share that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that is actually, and what's interesting, this is why, like, ATI does need a forum where people can share text. Because everything's in video and live chat and comments. I don't want to develop a forum, but it seems like it's going to eventually happen. I've looked at doing
Discord.
Actually, I have looked at that, but I don't want to do. I don't know. But Discord, that's the thing. It's funny you said it. That's what everybody's using, right?
Well, all the young folk, yeah.
Exactly. Sue, do you know what Discord is?
I have heard it. We've talked about it on the show before,
That's
but
right,
I've never
we
been
talked
on
about
there. Yeah.
It's a younger generation, what's the old trucker carrier forum? Before Facebook, there was Carrier Forum or something. I can't even remember.
Oh.
Before my time, man.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay.
And then, but on Facebook, you can create threads where you can communicate. The kids today, from 5-year-olds to 20-year-olds, I don't know. They use Discord. And Discord is a server. It's a communication server where you can create channels to share information, and you can share anything in real time, and channels about all kinds of stuff. And it's a pretty good idea. It's just that, can you imagine, Michael, can you imagine it being at truck stops? Hey, go to my Discord server. They'd be like,
Yeah, why not?
get away from me.
Why not?
But I agree. One of these days, Discord server, something like that. Because what you just said, this feedback is important. Because you're right, canceling loads. Sue is canceling loads. I know it's not popular, and it's maybe the word canceling is the problem. But isn't canceling loads part of your business? I mean,
It's whatever. It's whatever you can get away with.
You're
That's the
true.
capital.
He's right.
It's everywhere. It's from the carrier side. It's from the broker side.
Mm-hmm.
It's even look at. I don't know if you ever try to pick up a car from UShip.
Yes.
Okay, so
totally.
you see the bid, right? And let's say the good price, let's say I as a carrier can carry the car for $800. It's a good price, it's valid price, I can do it for $800.
Right.
But the bid, they start at $1,600,
Right.
$1,800.
Right.
Why? I mean, like.
Well, see, I won't bid on there anymore. I think it's all a bunch of hoopla anyways. And if you know, UShip has its own brokerage now, and they post them on Super Dispatch as well as Central.
Yeah.
But the worst thing about them is they won't answer the phones. You can request it on Super Dispatch. You can wait hours. You never get the load unless you're just really lucky that day. So I don't know if it's any better than going on UShip and bidding, but I remember back in the day when UShip, do you remember the show that you used to have on TV that they did for UShip? Yes.
Shipping Wars.
That's when UShip came out, and I went and went and looked at all that stuff, and then I'm looking at the board and I'm like, this stuff's crazy. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I mean, I've had drivers say, hey, I want to take a dog with me, find me a dog to carry down to wherever, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen, but whatever. But I didn't like bidding on them because you usually don't get them, and then there's that fee involved in as well if you do get them.
I made a mistake. I bid 800. And then I was, okay, you're gonna collect whatever 650 because 150 we're gonna keep. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and then you're screwed. So then you're right back down to where you don't want to be. So it's like, no, I totally get it. So I usually just stay off of it. And then like 8 months ago, UShip was getting hacked. I mean, all of our accounts got hacked, and they were taking loads left and right, stealing cars. So I mean, actually, none of my guys will even go on there anymore because of all that. Because I mean, they were literally taking cars and stealing them and thinking they were us, and we weren't. We weren't even taking the cars. So,
Jay, a couple of shows ago, I mentioned that automotive is a monopoly, and you tried to prove me
Cox.
Wrong. Remember?
Yeah. I can weigh in on that.
But of course. Okay, so of course they're not a monopoly. I agree. They have a bunch of different businesses. But from my point of view, where I only use central dispatch, to me, central dispatch is a monopoly. Isn't a monopoly.
So
if tomorrow they're gonna raise the price to $300 or $400, what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go?
Right.
We're gonna get the load, right?
Right.
Yeah. No. Actually, it's interesting you say that because I think in my, this was literally my next news item. Central's a big site, but is pricing itself out of the business. $125 a month, way too much for that service. This was a day ago, a comment on the channel, and and this is interesting. This guy says Facebook Market is going to soon put them to sleep, and I thought, what? I don't even. I have no idea how.
Yeah.
I really want to know what that is. But okay, so Cox Automotive, Central Dispatch. I'll say this is that, by the way, I also want to say this. With all this information and this ecosystem and what's going on, and I will say, I think Super Dispatch is the obvious preferred bill of lading mobile app in this industry. Okay? I think
Bill of
that's true.
lading. Yeah, just bill of lading. Just bill of lading.
Right, you clarified, just bill of lading.
Yeah.
But having said that, what's happened is, and this is why I talk about the dispatching live effect, this industry's become a popularity contest. And if you're not the popular kid, it doesn't matter how great you are or what you share. I don't know what's happened.
Well, I haven't found any great services. Super Dispatch with BOL, they just were first to market.
Right.
They have a big market share. That's all. I'm not switching to Monthway. They have their own TMS. I'm not switching to Monthway just because I got used to using a Super Dispatch. That's it. Convenient. It does its job. But for the load boards, I'm not using Super Dispatch for load boards. I know, and any other load board, whatever they B2B marketplaces that they market themselves as, I'm not using them because I know everybody gonna put their loads on Super Dispatch.
Right. All right, cool. So, all right, Cox out. Okay, so this is good too. We want, number one, in America, we want competition.
Good. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, probably everywhere. I should just say globally, right? Well, except for maybe like, I don't know if China wants a lot of competition. Okay. Great job, Jay. Really? My buzzer doesn't work anymore? Okay. But my point is that Cox Automotive, they do have competitors, and with Central Dispatch, it doesn't feel like that. And I know it. They have been so far out in front. They're like Usain Bolt running against a bunch of kindergartners, right? It's not. It doesn't even seem fair.
But I think they don't even aware of it. I don't think whoever runs Super Dispatch, he's not aware that they hold the whole ecosystem by their throat, so to say, and they can choke us out just like that. Of course, if they're gonna do that, we're gonna figure this out. But currently, that's why they don't care. Their support is bad for dispatchers and the carriers and the shippers on both sides. They really don't care about them. They don't really care to keep their market dominant, as I view it.
So I hope you're not right, I really don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know. Sue really likes Super Dispatch support, right?
Yeah, I do. I don't have any problems with them, but I've been working with them since the beginning too. I mean, Beck came out with the product, and I don't know even how he found me, but he called me, wanted me to use it, and I was like, my guys are all old school. There's no way they're going to do this, right? So then, like 2 years later,
Super
that's when
Dispatch?
they were ready
Is
to
it
use
working
it
for
then.
you?
Yeah. So, and I mean, all my guys use it. When I sign them up for dispatching, they have to use it. I require them to sign up for Super Dispatch. And it's not just for the load board either. It's because their e-bill system is probably the best out there.
Yeah.
And I mean, it very rarely fails or doesn't connect. Whereas, I don't want to say it like this, but the Magnus app sometimes doesn't work. Definitely the Tesla app never works. There's certain ones out there that, if you're in like out in the field and you have no signal, you're screwed. You're not using it that day. And I think I've had Super Dispatch go down maybe once in all these years, and they got it right back up immediately. And when we were having problems with it, I called them, or you get on the chat line and they're fixing it, or they'll call the driver right then and say what's going on. They take care of their business like they should. Whereas there's other companies that are like, well, don't use it then, and we'll just figure it out, kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because for the other companies, the carrier is not the customer. Carrier is not the customer.
Right.
Even the company, what the Auto Haulers Exchange, the B2B marketplace, where the carrier is in control or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You can look at their advertisement where they say, "Oh, look at the nice reviews of our customers." You're not going to find one carrier who says anything nice. It's all dealers, shippers. We are not their customer. All those apps, we are not their customer. They might say we are customers, but by their actions, No, we're not.
Well, let's do this. Yeah, and again, I'm glad you have the microphone. It's really great that you are saying things. I know you're saying things that people in the live chat are thinking. And ATI, you can say it, you can type it, you can share it. What we do try to do is, if it's too disparaging, then I'll leave out the company name. But what you just said that's feedback. And again, this is why I said the popularity contest problem we have now, whether it's in the world or automotive, I don't know what it is, but you can't say anything negative anymore, right? It's weird.
Yes, I can.
I mean, you can't. Well, good.
Yes,
You
I
can.
can. Why
Okay.
not?
All right. Give us another one. I mean, yeah.
Whatever.
No. Well, all right. So I want to say this is that. Well, thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Where's my? No, not that one. Ding. Okay. Hey, Sue, I've got a new slide that I just shared. Did you see it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got to switch back and forth because I'm down to one screen. So.
Oh man. You're doing the show live on the Game Boy? Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. On the apps, on the load boards, going back to Central Dispatch, is that I believe load boards and it's whether load board or marketplace, whatever. Super Dispatch, right?
They all the same.
Place to put loads. I believe that Super Dispatch is trying to really grow their load board volume, and I think they have, right? Haven't they?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
But I'm gonna say this is that I agree. I think there's a lot more to do. As far as there's a lot more shippers out there that could be posting on Super, should be posting on Super.
I agree.
So the problem, as I see, what mainly those software companies, the problem they're trying to solve is not for the shippers. It's not for the carriers, for the shippers. Where the interaction or the posting of the vehicle or the billing. I guess a lot of dealerships also don't like to use central dispatch, or it's too expensive. I don't know that side, but it seems like that's the market they're going after. The smaller dealerships, the other shippers, whatever it is there. And they're trying to solve that communication problem. For them, not for the carrier.
Well, and so, and I mean, I tell you, and this is like Navy SEAL Command Center talk. How do we get more shippers to use Super?
Why Super? Why you just like Super?
Well, who? All right. Well, that was who. That's who we're talking about. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's pass. I like to change it up. Central, Super. Who's third? What's the third load board?
I really don't care what kind of a board the shipper uses.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I really don't care what they use, as long as I can have access to whatever car they're trying to ship.
I totally agree with you. And where do you go? Where do you go? What boards do you look at to book loads?
Central. 95% Central.
Okay. Do you like Central Dispatch? It's okay.
It gets me paid. It gets me load.
Do you have a problem? Do you think the monthly payment's too high?
Too high? Well, compared to what? Compared to Netflix that they pay $11 for?
Well, but if Netflix charged you $125 a month, would it be worth it?
Netflix?
Yeah.
Well, listen, Jay. Even if they're gonna charge me $500,
Netflix is like, what? That's a great idea.
If they Central Dispatch is going to charge me $500, I don't have other choices. It's like I'm stuck with it. It's like of course I want to pay zero. I want to pay zero. Can I get $0?
Okay, but do you know how many other companies would cringe if they heard you say you would pay $500 a month for Central?
Well, if they're a monopoly, They're a monopoly. I have
Ah.
no other choices, right?
Well, there
So-
are many other companies that don't think that they are a monopoly and they want you to move their loads.
Well, it's their problem to solve.
I know. I
know-
keep telling them I want to help you guys solve it. But the popularity
Okay.
contest gets in
Okay.
my way.
Okay.
You know how many people won't talk to me about this because of the popularity contest?
Okay,
Like, what
so
are you doing? We're talking business.
Okay, fine. Here's some things that for me as a carrier, let's say if you're a whatever a load board wannabe, a marketplace wannabe, here's what things gonna help. I would like to know the future market, like collect data in the past, how busy the lane is, right? What's the price? So I can prepare myself and say, in 1 month, there's gonna be a lot of cars moving from Mannheim to whatever. Let me know. Let me know the prices. Let me know who is underbidding the market. Show me the dealers who always post, under the market rate. I want to know. I don't want to do business with shippers who are, underbid all the time. Show me that. That's what I want to know.
This is another problem we have: is how does a broker and or a shipper find a carrier like you that wants to talk about how to you need to move cars, right? You have
Sure.
spots available on your trailer.
Sure.
And brokers and shippers need carriers because they've got cars they need to put in those spots.
That's fine. The problem is it's consistent. So there's no one besides OEM.
Well, my point is they have no way to find you. They don't.
It's not necessary to find me.
So it is because you have now. Well, let me.
Listen.
Well,
Okay,
you go first. You go first.
Okay, let's say we take a dealer, right? It's like, oh, where are the carriers? I'm gonna show up to the dealer. I'm telling him, I have 9 spots available. And what the dealer gonna tell me? Well, I have 1 car today, I have 3 cars tomorrow, and I have 7 cars, 2 weeks from now. Am I gonna schedule my loads like 3 months ahead?
No, I get it. I know what you're saying, but my point is because not enough brokers and shippers know who you are, connected with you, you're left to go find loads on the load board.
Here's another thing. The integration between, let's say, my billing and their billing is different. They want to do business, the time when you do business on the phone.
Why should billing methods get in the way of moving cars? That's crazy.
Listen
Right?
listen to the interview. Your friend Ty, did with a dealership. I think that they were talking about, and there was a football guy. They did interview.
Yeah, they were live at Bob Allen Ford with Auto Hauler Exchange.
Right.
Yeah.
So listen to the dealership, to what kind of a problem the B2B marketplace actually solving for them. They're not solving the problem of moving the car. They're solving the problem of talking, of communicating, of billing between the shipper, the dealer, and the carrier, and getting the scheduling correct. That's the problem they're solving. So we're always gonna, as long as there is no consistency, like in OVM marketplace, the new vehicle logistics, they build out thousands and thousands. They plan ahead, right? They're like next year we're planning 1 million cars. We have to make a contract with shipper, the carrier. We have to make contracts with carrier ahead of time for that amount of cars. No dealership is gonna make a contract with you for 3 years for a specific amount of cars for a specific time frame, because it's all dynamic. And we always will have to use a middleman or a dispatcher or a software to align the scheduling and communication between the dealership, the shippers, and the carrier.
Well, I tell you, I love Elena. Now, like Elena said, I like your perspective, Peach Transport. Jay, you should have guys more like him on the show.
It's hard to find guys like that.
Well, I tell you, I'm glad you said that because there's a reason this is show 150 and it's taken us this long to find. I have tried so many times. Man, I say the craziest stuff on this show. In fact, the craziest stuff gets said on this show, on this channel, in that I have tried so many times to get carriers on and they're so busy or whatever. What is it?
You know why?
Why?
90% of the carriers, the specific carriers that are in a used car marketplace, aftermarket marketplace, they're immigrants. They're immigrants from Ukraine, from Russia, from Uzbekistan, from Poland, from Brazil, from Puerto Rico, from Mexico, from Moldova, and who's gonna do the hardest work? Immigrants. Immigrants gonna be on the field picking oranges. Immigrants gonna do the hardest job out there, car carrying. And English, of course.
Mic drop. I mean, it's true, yeah. Hey, and I lived in California for a while in the film industry stuff, and I mean, there's different parts of the country with different, I mean, I don't even know you can talk like this anymore, but here's what I'm saying. The amount of, new Hispanic immigrant community in Los Angeles is so much bigger than like now I'm in Kansas City. Yep. And what you say, like, this is crazy. This morning, no doubt, I woke up, I turned on the TV, and I don't watch Fox News. Okay? I'm just saying it right now. But it is a channel that I've watched from time to time, along with CNN and all the other stuff. It just so happened, I caught this morning, the amount of, it was illegal immigration outside of the U.S. border that just today will come into the country. And that was just one camera angle. It was staggering. And you know what I thought? There are guys in that group that will get into this industry.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
For real.
It's really difficult. And here's another thing. Between new cars, used cars, you also have retail, which you call POV for some reason. I don't know why. But it should be called retail. Retail is a private individual. Yeah. That's the most. The used cars and the private individuals is the most difficult calling that you can do in car shipping. Do you agree?
Now, Sue has moved a lot of POV cars, and it's interesting you say POV should be called retail. I can't argue with that, but maybe it's a sector of retail.
Yeah.
Because retail, from my understanding, is that retail means those are basically vehicles being purchased. See, right. POV moves may not have anything to do with a recent purchase. It could be the kids going to college or getting relocated for work, right. And that it doesn't involve the changing of money for the vehicle.
It doesn't involve dealership. So that's the thing, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so it doesn't, you have business to business.
But I like the way you're thinking. In that is that what you just said, this is like the type of ecosystem thinking that I encourage everyone to do, and that is that why is that car moving? What is it doing? Rather than when do I pick it up and when do I deliver it? And can I get my comm check right now? Right? Because if
you want to grow your business,
that's exactly right. Oh my God, he just said it, Sue. He just said grow my business. That's right. That's why we're here.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow.
Well, I thought we're here to connect
We're here to sing. Soon may the dispatch come. I'll tell you what. Here's what I want to do, because I know Sue, and Sue's got to keep her schedule because she runs a busy dispatch office. Yeah. Okay. So here's what I want to do, Michael. We are definitely bringing you back another time. I mean, you've sold it. All right. We'll bring you back. I don't know when exactly, but it will definitely in Q1 2024. Definitely.
Okay.
And I would say January or February makes the most sense because we're covering a lot of good stuff. So do me a favor, make some notes. Put that paragraph in the comments of that feedback, that app feature you were talking about.
Okay.
And then we'll bring you back because this has been great, man.
Yeah.
Good job,
Really
good job, really awesome. All right, man. Have a great day. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
And soon may the dispatch come.
Yeah.
All right, see you, Michael.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
All right,
Great day.
take care. All right, cool. That was really fun.
Yeah.
And live chat and the views are happening. Oh, I just said something about the views. We always lose viewers when I talk about the viewers. I don't know why. Let's keep going. Let's see. Oh, so you've got We're gonna finish up the news and we'll get you out of here.
Okay.
Okay, so we're shipping a desk. Did you book it?
Yeah. No, I didn't book it.
Why? Why didn't you book the desk?
I still can't believe that someone listed that. I was just like, you got to be kidding me.
Well, we talked about this before,
Yeah, I know.
but I know
We
it's.
didn't
I
do
know
that.
it. Here's the thing. I know. I just keep going. Pass. I got a lot of news. Hey, Holly sent out a memo.
Yep.
They're in the update process of their accounting system. There's a transition. Be aware. Payment processing might be slightly delayed. They apologize for any inconvenience. If you got an issue, email accountspayable@unitedroad.com. I think it's cool. I think it's very cool they sent this out.
Yes, it is very cool. Now,
Good job.
If it's a load board, it would be even better
Right. Well, right. But
because you got to go back in time to take loads most of the time.
But this kind of communication we encourage. Okay, I'm showing this. Pass. You take it away. I don't know what to say.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if I sent you that one, but
Yeah.
so I had an issue. I booked a 3-pack. Well, no, I'm sorry. I picked 2 and a single unit for them going to Georgia. So as everybody knows, I don't know if everybody knows, but ACI deals with CarMax. So they sell their cars all the time, and you may have a 3, 7, 8, 9-pack, and all of a sudden you have 1 or 2. All right, so they canceled one of the loads because they sold it or whatever. I called. Now keep in mind these 2 units were paying $235 a piece. They weren't going very far, but they listed another one that was on the board for $335. Same pickup, same delivery. So I called to get that. They told me that it has to go back to the original price. So they were taking $100 from me because they were putting them together into one load. And I said, I'm not taking them then. You can't list a car on there for $355 and then say, oh, well, no, because we're going to put it in a pack now that you've called and added it to your pack, we're going to lower the price. And I don't know if everybody knows this, but the more cars you take from them, the least the amount goes. And they said it was CarMax that set the prices and that they would, if we had taken that load, and this just happened this morning, by the way, if I had taken that load, CarMax, whether it was separated or not, CarMax would have gone in and changed the rate. Now, how can they do that if we have a contract? That's what I don't get. Does that make sense to anybody? Pissed me off, but anyways.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, by the very nature of a contract, I'm no lawyer, but I
Right.
play one on TV.
Yeah.
By the very nature of a contract, is the contract signed or is it just a concept of a contract?
Well, when they send it over, there's no signing of the contract. You just get an email, and this is your contract. And I mean, it says contract right on it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
That's contract.
And that's express contract, I do believe.
Yeah.
Really dipping deep in the books here. But I mean,
It's just irritating to
Well,
me.
and it's irritating because I think I'm going to go on a limb of speculation, but people do that all the time. There's videos about it. We are in an industry where things have become so flexible and, whatever, that I'm pretty sure you just, this is the do whatever you want approach. Right? This is auto
Exactly.
transport. I mean,
Yeah.
this is auto transport, and you can do whatever you want.
Right.
And because of that, and because everybody does do whatever they want, I mean, even the person you're booking the load with, they're beholden to a company that does whatever they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is
Yeah.
why, you take it.
Well, and I get the fact that they have their own rules, but you cannot book something at a certain price and just arbitrarily change it just because. I mean, list it as a 3-pack then. Don't list it as a single unit. You know what I mean?
You know what I want to say? I'm gonna change it up for a second. I don't see mix as often as I used to. Do you?
Yes. They piss me.
No.
Yes.
I thought I got mix canceled.
No, they're on there all the time. And then when you call them and ask them what they're in there, they acting like you're in the wrong for even asking. Like I had a 3-pack of mix on Monday. I got a killer load out of Atlanta going to Grand Rapids, it was Kalamazoo. And it was a 3-pack of mix. And it was paying $2,200. You don't ever see that, right? I call them up because I'm like expecting these all to be like 4,500s, 5,500s. Oh no, it's just 3 Hyundais, like little cars, no big deal. And I'm just like, why would you put mix? Why not just list it? I think sometimes the mix is somebody being lazy. They just don't want to enter in the stuff, right? Because it's not that hard to do. But yeah, I see them all the time, especially from Metro. Metro puts mix all the time, even if it's one unit. And you know what? This is why I always think they're big, huge vehicles. Anytime Metro puts mix, guess what it is?
Well, this
2,500. It's a 3,500. It's a 4,500.
So I'm having all kinds of mix conspiracies now because maybe you don't always specify the good mix so that you don't know if it's a bad mix or a good mix. I mean, what kind of mix are we talking about here?
But who has the time? That's the thing. I mean, I don't have time to go look up what their mix is on their Metro board.
I agree with you.
Shit out of me.
But maybe they're so busy booking loads, they can't even specify the mix.
I don't think so. Because they have a specific people that are just doing that
That's
part.
hilarious.
Right. So.
Oh, man.
I think it's so you have to go in and look and find out it's a 25, 35, or 4,500.
Somebody asked, hey, tell me which car hauling company a dispatcher without work experience should contact. Anybody? Bueller?
Without work experience should contact.
Which car hauling company a dispatcher without work experience should contact?
Well, I don't even know what that means exactly. I mean,
Bueller?
are they asking?
It'd be like running into Walmart. Hi, I want to work.
Yeah, I mean,
But I've never done anything. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Get our
kidding.
list.
Listen, okay, here's the thing. But I love the next phrase. I'm ready to undergo training. So you know what I did? I sent over the training.
Oh.
She wanted a copy of the dispatcher training course. So did Kenny. I sent it to Kenny. I send this out. If you want a copy, you've seen car hauling dispatcher training. This video series, man, still gets hits. I should go back to dispatcher training.
Top 10 list too, and it tells you what the rules and requirements are for each big broker too.
If you need a copy of this, I send it.
Yeah. We've got that copy too. We can send to anybody.
Yeah,
too.
and so we have all kinds of stuff here between Jay and Sue. My gosh,
yeah,
we could stack you up with books.
Yeah,
it'd be like that Rodney Dangerfield movie, Back to School. When's the last time you watched that movie?
Oh, good Lord, a long damn time ago.
It was. It's a good movie. Anyways, we covered Welcome to Auto Transport. You can do whatever you want. I'm surprised this guy's not a transporter. I think this is one of them home jobbies. But
Okay, well, I saw
let's get the
something
wide shot. Look at the wide shot.
Oh, wow.
I
I
know.
saw something on 44 yesterday on a moving truck, and they had put it was who's the big moving company, the blue one? What's it called?
I don't know. I'm not good at this.
Well, anyways,
Blue
they
flower?
had
I don't know.
well, no, Mayflower. Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's
it
it.
is.
Okay. Yeah, not blue flower, but Mayflower.
Blue flower.
Anyways, on the back, in the back of the trailer, they had put a water fountain and strapped it with like 5 straps on the back of the semi trailer.
Doing
Pretty
what?
sure that's
A
not legal.
water
I wish I had
fountain?
taken a picture.
Oh
Yeah, it was
my
like a
God.
tall water fountain with like the flowers and all that crap.
Perfect timing, because there's a new Pixar Disney movie. He's got 2 weeks training and a lease purchase. He's auto restricted and he doesn't want to crash.
And he's called Noob.
Premiering Friday in theaters. Noob. Now, you know what this is? Do you know there's this new AI program? There's about a jillion AI programs a day now that you can make your own Disney Pixar movie poster. Just tell it what you're talking about, and it'll help you draw like the poster. That's what this is. So this wasn't a lot of time spent. I don't know what the name of the program is, but I would love to start making ATI movie posters. So if you see this Disney Pixar movie making poster program, I need to Google it. Jeez, Jay. Do you need an AI program for that? Hey, so what if you get caught by a police officer operating a CMV and you've been tested positive during the clearinghouse process? Well, it's not good. Brian commented, we get a lot of drug testing comments here. And I'll read them. I mean, and I fuzz the guy's name out. Shoot, man, guy's got enough going on. I don't need to but yeah, FMCSA warning drivers who test positive, you'll lose your CDL. Gee, guess why nobody wants a CDL?
Oh, good point. Yeah, I
right.
didn't think about that.
Why doesn't anybody want a CDL? Smoke 2 joints. Okay, there we go. All right. But I mean, you know how many people are up there for pot? It's a lot. Allegedly. Yeah, here it is. Since the clearinghouse has opened in January 2020, there have been over 220,000 positive drug and alcohol tests recorded. The majority for positive 2 joints. Oh, it says marijuana. Oh, sorry. Marijuana drug test, not joints.
What's that marijuana?
Marijuana's a unique problem. Yeah, it's a unique problem. It's legal in America. Sorry. I'm sorry. Get serious. Hey, this is an interesting post that was unlinked. So let's all be clear. Our government and the DOT have regulated that to ship EVs across the country, they require transport drivers to have a hazmat driver's license. Same government has no problem with you driving an EV made of the hazardous materials that require the shipper guy to have a hazmat driver's license. Huh?
Wow. Okay. I didn't know they had to have a hazmat driver.
I didn't either.
Are we sure of that? Because my guys.
I know, right?
That's
the thing. We're assuming this is correct. Do you know how many people loved this post though? But yeah, I don't know if I'm reading it. Probably a good thing we have a waiver. Oh, Joe Biden's here? Shit. There's the bot he's talking about. They even have a logo, Central Bot. But it's very interesting. And there's a desk. Central Bot is hiring, I guess. I want to share this story, and then we're going to go soon. Auto transport broker leads reports record-setting year.
Really?
I know, right? I knew you would love this.
I find that hard to believe.
Auto transport, I know, is it?
I mean, they might be selling a shit ton. That doesn't mean anything, but okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Autotransportbrokerleads.com, a leader in the auto transport lead generation industry. By the way, this is written by, I think Joe Webster wrote it, and it's about Joe Webster.
Okay.
Proudly announced record-setting performance. Autotransportbrokerleads.com achieves exceptional growth. But there's somebody up in a corner office that's loving this. Key drivers of success: innovative lead techniques, harnessing power of advanced analytics and AI. I like number 2, enhanced customer experience through personalized service and a deep understanding of its clients' unique needs. Anyways, record-breaking metrics, yada, yada, yada. Stocks going crazy, ringing the bell, said Joe Webster, marketing director. Okay, that was out of context, Jay, not fair. Anyways, you can go to autotransportbrokerleads.com. You can order leads. You can. Some do. And then as soon as you're done there, after you take the Get Rich Auto Transport Broker training series that you spent all your money on, now you go start a blog series. And you write another blog. I've read this blog a million times. I don't even know. That's why I'm sharing it. Like, this is literally, if you want to write a shipping car blog, here's your template. Moving a vehicle can be stressful, but following some best practices makes the process smoother. Just say whatever you want. Prepare the vehicle, proper, personal, choose transport, enclosed, shipping. You see how easy this is? Anybody can blog. And get a microphone, and now you're a podcaster, including coverage, equipment, transit, pricing, reviews, yada, 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 yada. And now I am a shipping company. Up, up, and away! Wait, I'm supposed to have a cape on. That was not what you thought. Terrible. Sue, can we edit that part? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure, she says.
Fully paid customer Corvettes.
Chevy is shipping fully paid customer Corvettes to Michigan and not saying why. They're paid for. They've been bought.
They're secretly being moved.
What is this story?
Yeah, what the hell? What does that even mean?
And how did I even find this?
Brand new Corvettes are secretly being moved across the country.
With no explanation.
Don't.
I'm Keith Morrison. Some C8s are being held at an old GM assembly plant in Pontiac, Michigan, and at Penske facilities, potentially due to DCT transmission issues and missing parts. What? This is weird. And I did not find this on the front page of any major news. I mean, this was like buried.
Do they have any? They're not saying anything? Why?
I don't know. I'm just reading it. Speculation live. I don't know. And I didn't go into the rest of the news, because I mean, this is a rabbit hole. This will take an hour of your life.
Oh yeah, I mean.
I'm like, okay. Next. Show me that chopper again. FMCSA administrator compensate. These, the FMCSA administrator photos. Okay, she works in trucking. Is that right? I'm right about that, right? Since when does she work in trucking? I really want to know. I'm just asking the question. She's probably like, well, I've been an owner-operator for 30 years, and I'll go under the hood right now. Drops the mic. Anyways, compensation, lack of parking among root causes of truck crashes. Well, then can we get some more parking? Maybe? And how do you legislate parking? No, there shall be pavement there. Right? I mean, I guess it's the government. They can do whatever they want. It's like auto transport. They can do whatever they want. And they do, I guess. Send in your comments, autotransportintel@gmail.com. We made it. It's 129.
Sweet.
Oh, man, that's the podcast. Go get it. Get you some car shipping business channel. This was a really interesting show today. And great job, Michael, Peach Transport. Everybody jumping in the live chat. Thank you so much. If you got something, leave a like, click a share, grab a YouTube link, put it in the comments below. Thanks for making this a great show. And thanks for putting up with some of the commentary, like the popularity contest stuff. I know nobody wants to talk like that. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Man, oh, man. I'll just stop there. You gonna have a good rest of your day, Sue?
Oh, I'm going to for sure.
Oh yeah. All right. So, and then you go into the weekend, and then you cruise, and you got any parties coming up?
No, we're doing it. We're doing a cookie thing on Saturday with all my girlfriends. We're gonna be decorating cookies for Christmas.
Decorating cookies, great idea. Get out there and decorate some cookies. Make some brownies. Right, get those holiday treats going on, and pack on the pounds. Let's get ready, folks.
There you go.
Okay.
That's that time of the year, isn't it?
It's that time of the year. All right, office. What do we say?
Goodbye, Sue.
Goodbye, Sue. Thank you all
y'all.
so much, very much, and we'll see you again soon on ATI Auto Business, the Car Shipment Business Channel. Thanks so much. Take care, everybody. Peace out.
Guys.